A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online. I hope things are clearly visible and audible. And yes, as you all were waiting for the notification, so the notification is out. The registration process is going on. So, on an average, you have 2 months' time. Just consider because the dates are to be announced, but still, you have to now speed up with your preparation for paper 1 as well as your paper 2, and ensure that you are completing all the things well in advance and your revision is going well, because most important thing is the revision for your paper 1. And there where people lack lot of to say that's what is the main thing which has been left out by the students, and then students just get depressed because of not clearing the paper. So now you have to prepare your strategy well. You have to double your efforts and you have to start preparing for your upcoming cycle 2022, so that you can crack your examination and you can progress ahead. So yes, let's start today's lecture. Now today is the lecture for people development and environment. That is, I have taken today practice MCQ, not specific to related to any topic. I have taken overall all the questions. Now, before we go ahead, a proper understanding of the app and what exactly is the strategy we are going to work out on, I'll just discuss that bit in detail and then we'll start with the question answers round. So first of all, yes, we are coming up, that is Global Online is coming up with UGC NTA 2022 cycle for paper 1, wherein we will be conducting complete crash course for 30 days, for which will be starting from 5th of May 2022. Now exactly what are we going to do this in this particular crash course? So this crash course is divided into two parts, that is morning and evening. Now mornings, there are certain units which will be taken by Zeba ma'am. Evening, certain units I will be taking. Okay, so the units are divided between me and Zeba ma'am, and the shifts are morning and evening. So what we are going to do is that in morning we will be starting with a fresh unit. Evening we will be starting with another unit. So parallelly you have two units going on, and in that you have MCQs, and this MCQs will be definitely exam oriented point of view. You have to now keep a tap on your timing, you have to keep a tap on your reading speed. All those things have to cover up with this particular crash course. Now apart from this, that is daily live lectures, notes of all the topics will be given to you, that is a PDF form. Last 10 years question papers in the form of test series or mock test will be taken, which will be covering 2500 plus MCQs. This is all is available on Global Online app also. In case if you're having any such difficulty, you can join the WhatsApp group. You can first inquire on WhatsApp and get the doubts clarified. The fees for paper 1 is rupees 3000. Now how maybe many of you are struggling still, so I'll just give a little bit of clarity how to go with. Okay, before that, yes, as I said, crash course on research aptitude is to be conducted, that is scheduled on 4th of May, and the timing will be 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So you have a 90 minutes crash course. Now crash course, again here all the topics which are covered under the syllabus of research aptitude will be covered in this 90 minutes lecture. So it's like a revision for you. Anyone who is still lacking behind with this research aptitude unit can definitely sit for this crash course. In fact, I will recommend that you should definitely go for this crash course, because it will help you out to give an overview of this particular unit. Now, as I said, this particular topic, we have 5 marks for your topic, that is people development and environment, and total marks for this unit is allotted to, so every question has 2 marks. Now yes, as I told you about little bit of app, so what you can do is that you can go on Google Play Store, as you can see on the screen very well. And in Google Play Store, you can you can put your Global Online, just Global Online. You can immediately see the logo of Global, that is the updated logo of the Global Online. When you click on this logo, you have to install, you have to get registered, and then it will take you to this particular options. Now see, this is the option of a system or a laptop. In mobile, it will the same option comes down. So you have to go to the option called as store. In store, you can see the crash course. Okay, that is the UGC crash course for paper 1. You can definitely read all the details, and then when you want to enroll for the course, you can go for payment, and then you can definitely enroll yourself. Now once you open the crash course, okay, you will definitely see, the content. Like for example, I have taken the screenshot because I wanted to show you this particular unit, that is people development and environment. So you have content from unit number 1. So now right now we are doing people development and environment, so you can see the content as this particular unit. When you click on that unit, you will get all the listed, like for example theory lecture, MCQ lectures, notes, mock test, evaluation test. Now this is what we do every day after the lecture. Now in the crash course also this pattern will be applicable. Once we have done, today suppose we have done a crash course, we have started with crash course, and we have done MCQs of people development and environment in crash course. So after the lecture is over, you can go on this evaluation test, open the test, and you will get the test number code that we will give you in the class. Okay, today's code is this. You have to go at that particular code and get your test sorted out, so that you will get an ample amount of practice, and you can do definitely well, because now it's a high time for you to keep on practicing. This is the only thing which you have to do for another 2 months. Okay, if you want an overview, so this is how the content, I mean this is a mobile overview. This is how your first, when you go to the store, this is how it will look. When you go to the content, all the units will be given. When you click on that particular unit, okay, you will have theory lectures, MCQ, notes, mock test, evaluation test, and evaluation test which will be on daily basis after the lecture. So today's evaluation test number is people development and environment 005. So today you can go for 005 test and appear for the questions. I hope it is very clear now, because there was bit understanding about complexity about this particular thing. I hope it is very clear now. And now let's start with our question answer round. So all those students who have joined now, remember, from 5th of May our crash course is starting. On the first day itself you will get the timetable, that which units we are going to do, I mean I am going to do, and which units Zeba ma'am is going to do, and what will be the flow of the units, that also will be given to you. Even we are going to take into consideration reading comprehension in crash course. Reading comprehension practice also will be done. I hope it is very clear now. And now let's move to our question answer round. Okay, there are messages. Yes, notification has came. Everything will be there on the, if all the notifications are there on the channel, you can just go to the channel and check. Shreya, please tell again research crash course timing. Okay, research crash course timing is date is 4th of May and timing is 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Okay, in case by any chance if you tend to miss this, don't worry, you can see it, but I would like you to be on the online. In case if any emergency, or if you can't make it at this particular time, you can just ensure that this is done, and you have to start with your preparation now. Okay, so this very nicely I've explained you everything. And before I start with the question answers round, because then we will be busy with question answers, I just have one thing to tell. Now your 2 months upcoming 2 months are very crucial, so that's the reason I was telling you complete the theory. Now those students who have not yet completed, so don't give up, time is there. You can start with your theory, but parallelly you have to keep on practicing your MCQs also. That is very, very important. Okay, so let's start the session for the day. So here comes your first question, that is, India is graduating. I have taken everything. I have ensured that whatever we did in the last week, that all questions are over here. So you should try your level best to make maximum score today, but still let's see. Okay, India is graduating from megawatts to gigawatts in renewable energy production. So which of the following is a new target for solar energy production in India by 2022? So please read the question very carefully. Now you have to master your skills of reading the question, which is very, very important. The first sentence is just to confuse you. It is not that related. The second part of the question is very important. Which of the following is a new target for solar energy? So they have specified here very well, that is solar energy. So it's 20 or it is 40 gigawatts or 40 or 100 or 350. So what is the right answer? You have to tell the right option. Okay. Okay, answers have started. We have done this in one of the I mean to say theory class also we have done. In last week also we have done. So I hope people do remember. There are still mixed answer. Moshmi, seeing you after a long time. Okay, fine. So the question talks about the solar energy. Okay. Now let's see over here. It is not answer D, it is answer C, but I don't know why students got confused with C and D. So if you see, the government of India had said it will install 175 gigawatts of renewable power by 2022, which includes 100 for solar, wind for 60, biopower for 10, and small hydropower for 5. And this bifurcation was given to you in my theory class. It was even given to you in my last week's lecture. In one of the class, it was very clearly given. So the right answer is 100 gigawatts. Please be careful. As I said, see, I'm not pressurizing you. Maybe back of the mind, lot of things are going. How can we cope up with 2 months, this, that? So just relax. Instead of wasting your time in, overthinking, better plan it and start executing it or implementing it. That's how you are going to do it without having any negative thoughts, what will happen and what will not. You give your maximum in your preparation, and that's all. You have to ensure that your timetable is ready and you are following your timetable. Is it clear? Okay. Now, next question number 2. Now we have taken this topic. I have taught you what's the meaning of intended nationally determined contribution and what is NDC. This was done very well, and with that session I have taken this particular question. Okay. Lectures link is sent, Pankaj. I have sent lecture link in both the groups today. The government of India submitted its intended nationally determined contribution targets to United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Now, which of the following statements are true with respect to this context? The first is to reduce the emission intensity of its GDP by 33 to 35%, to achieve 40% of cumulative electric power installed capacity, to create additional carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide equivalent through additional forest and tree cover by 2030. So what is this? Now anyone, I mean to say, I read it. You also, if you want, please read it. Meanwhile, in one sentence, I'll just explain what is this concept basically. Intended nationally determined contribution. Now intended, it means before the convention, every country came up with its own plan, which was not finalized, and that's the word. The word intended was used, and after the convention was finalized, there were certain changes, but before that India had submitted the targets. So out of the given targets, which are the targets which are true? And this was done in the class also, and this targets in the theory lecture also we did, and last week also we did, and based out of that only I have prepared a question. Okay, we have started getting answer. Pankaj, yes, I hope I have answered your question, because I had put the link was there before Nehal sir's message. The link before that message, my link message was there. Okay. Moshmi, no worries. Just take care of your health. After a long time I saw you. That's the reason I just inquired. Okay. Good evening, Manoharan. We are into second question, so you can cope up with the question number. There are no answers at all. Students have forgotten. Okay, now see. I'll give you an answer for this, but now just don't take, I mean to say, those students who are practicing previous year question papers. Okay. For them also, be careful that the questions which are there. Sorry, just a minute. Okay, the questions which are there in your previous year question papers, previous year question, that is just to give you an idea that what topics and from what will come. So such type of lengthy questions, students have a tendency to leave it, or students do not read it. So be careful. Now the pattern is changing of UGC net. They can come up with any question, so be careful. So when you talk about this intended nationally determined contribution which was submitted by Government of India, in that respect all the statements are true. Okay, if you see the right answer, I mean to say, this is intended nationally determined contribution, and the same slide I gave you. That is, during the conference of parties, certain conditions were agreed, and that were submitted by Government of India on 2nd of October. So now what was that? It was about GDP, which was by 33 to 35%. Non-fossil fuels based electricity, which was 40%. Forest cover, which was to absorb 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide by 2030, and the installation of the energy, okay, that is to install 175 gigawatts of solar, wind and biomass electricity by 2022. So if you see this particular option was a option given from your, I mean to say, that is option number, point number, okay, not, I have just given here, I'll just take over here because I have not mentioned the numbers. So last, I mean to say, third last points are given as in part of a question, and all the points stands to be true, and that's the reason your option number C, some of the students have rightly said it, option number C is the right answer. That is option number 1, option number 2, option number 3. All the points were submitted by the Government of India for intended nationally determined contribution targets. I hope it is done, and this is given in your lectures also. So just keep, at least have a look what percentages are there, and be careful because they can twist the questions with wrong percentage. So you should be very careful answering such questions. Okay. Now, coming to question number 3. Which of the following Indian states or union territory has the maximum percentage of mangrove cover in the country? So they have given which is the highest, which is the maximum. So they have given the state of Gujarat, West Bengal, Union Territory Andaman and Nicobar, and Orissa. So out of the following given list, which of the state or a union territory has the maximum percentage? So now when you're reading this question, okay, now percentage also you should find and keep. Maybe in next cycle the percentage can be asked. So you should be, this is the way you should prepare your, questions. So what is the maximum number of percentage, or which is the state, or which is the union territory? Okay, anyone knows the percentage also? Answers are coming right, but do you know the percentages also? So I'm just waiting for a minute, so that in case if you can send me the percentages, it will be great. If not, at least when I'm showing, make a note of it. Okay, I'm just purposely waiting so that everyone gets an equal chance to answer. I have yet not received the percentage. Okay, so make a note of it. So the right answer is obviously West Bengal. So the percentage, so right now this is updated only, I've just checked before the class also. It's 42.45%, that is West Bengal, which is followed by Gujarat, that is 23.66%, and Andaman and Nicobar Island, which is 12.39%. So now please make a note, anyone who is having a habit which I'm telling from day one, that handy notes you have to keep ready. So if you have that book with you, or if you are making any notes, so just write the percentage. Okay, it can come with the percentage also, or it can come which is the second state or second union territory. So it is West Bengal followed by Gujarat and Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, is it clear? Rama, it's not C, the answer is B. Just update yourself, it's not C, it's B. Okay, fine. Now let's go to question number 4. Now this also is one of the most seen question in previous year question paper. So Minamata Convention on Mercury is a global treaty to protect human health and the environment from the adverse effects of mercury and its compound. So in which year of the following year it was signed? So actually the question is very straight, that is Minamata Convention, which year it was signed. Then you have to remember the factual knowledge over here. So whether it is 2006, whether it is 2013, whether it is 2016, or whether it is 2019. So which year? You have to state the year. Minamata Convention. So now when you are getting such questions, how to take the questions which are of your use, you should remember. So basically the question is asking about the year of Minamata Convention. So you have to tell me the right option. I hope question is read. Okay. I'm just waiting for the answers, everyone. Yes, Pankaj, for that also I have a slide, little of information. So that also we will see now. Okay, after the answer is ready. Only one student, yeah. C, D, B, all are okay. Two options are coming. Yes, so it is the year. It's 2013. Okay, it's 2013 the right answer. But now let's understand, you know, a little bit of let's understand little bit of detail about this and go ahead. Yes, Manoharan, as I said, no, now you were not there in the start of the class. In the strategy, in the crash course, no, that is the morning and evening you will be having morning as well as evening you will be having MCQ, and in daytime there will be videos on all the important topics. Okay, all the important topics I'll be having videos, so which will start, so don't worry, it will start. So like all the conventions, all the protocols, important protocols, not only for this particular unit but also for other units also which I am handling, I will come up with the videos. Okay, a short and compact videos which will give you all the information from the exam point of view. Fine. So yes, so let's understand Minamata disease, methyl mercury poisoning with neurological symptoms and caused by daily consumption of large quantities of fish, but that is, it means the fish which is found in heavily contaminated with toxic chemical generated, which is discharged, that is a factory which discharged the toxic chemical generated things to the sea, and that was intaken by, and that particular way this particular disease was been spread. Mercury was the waste product dumped in Minamata Bay on a massive scale. Please remember, now this we have seen the questions only on years, okay, but you have to remember now basically what type of questions can be expected, because this topic is there, it comes in the question. So it is a mercury was in the waste product dumped in Minamata Bay on a massive scale by one of the chemical factory, that is Chiso Corporation Chemical Factory in 1956. And the mercury contaminated fish living in Minamata Bay, people ate those and they become ill. So local bird life as well as domesticate animals also were affected because of this particular concept, because of this particular thing. And then a convention was the Minamata Convention on Mercury as an international treaty was designed. Basically, what is the aim? I have highlighted it very well. You can get this in a statement form of question also. That is to protect human health and environment from that is human activities. So you have a second point of this syllabus. Today I forgot to revise the syllabus. That is anthropogenic activities in the form of human activities of mercury and compounds. So this is basically the Minamata Convention was designed to protect human health and environment. The treaty also addresses the direct mining of mercury, its export and import, its safe storage and disposal once as a waste, which was formed on 10th October 2013, Neelam, and to minimize India's contribution to global mercury pollution. It was signed on 30th September 2014 and ratified on 18th June 2018. So just keep these days in mind. This particular concept in mind, objective in mind, because any part of question can be formed over here except this question, because this question has already come now. Okay, fine. Now yes, question number 5. So question number 5 talks about which of the following organization have promoted reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation, that is red plus. So which is the following organization who has promoted this? Is it International Union for Conservation of Nature? Is it United Nations? Is it World Bank? Or is it International Monetary Fund? So out of the given options, which of the following organization has promoted the emission from deforestation and forest degradation? So which is that particular body which has promoted it? Okay. If any student, there are today little bit more students are there, still there is doubt in this particular unit or how to crack this particular unit, I will just come at the end today. 5 minutes I'll just take time to tell you how you need to prepare apart from rest of the things, but what type of contribution you need to give, I'll come to that also. Okay. Yes, so it is International Union for Conservation of Nature. Okay, now let's little bit have a detail about it also. So if you remember, this we did in our class also, theory class also, in the month of Jan and Feb. So the United Nations RED program is nothing but a United Nations collaborative program on reducing emissions from deforestation and forest degradation in developing countries, okay, which was founded on 24th of September 2008. Now here, RED refers to reducing emission from deforestation and forest degradation. So this you know very well. And plus refers to the conservation of forest, carbon stocks, sustainable management of forest, and enhancement of forest carbon stocks. So be careful. Again, from this also there can be a question formed, okay. So RED Plus was basically created through international negotiation under United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Initially, the negotiations focused on incentives for developing countries to reduce emissions from deforestation, forest degradation. Hence, it was acronymed as REDD. REDD plus projects are historically located in southern countries. Today there are more than 450 of the projects. Headquarters is in Geneva and membership is taken by 65 partner countries. So you should know the REDD was basically to reduce emissions and deforestation from deforestation and forest degradation, and plus was added for sustainable management, because you can get a question on sustainable management. So you need to remember this very well, the difference between both of them. And yes, it was through the help of international negotiation which was brought into which was executed, you can say. Fine. Then okay, which of the following days that is on which of the following days Biological Diversity Day is celebrated? So from the given days in this particular unit, even days, a lot of important days can be a part of your question. So on that also I will make a list and give you, or I will conduct a small lecture for that also. Biological Diversity Day, that is either December 29th, either June 5th. Now June 5th very well we know it is for what, either it is May 22nd or October 22nd. So which of the following is observed as Biological Diversity Day from the given options? Which of the following is observed as Biological Diversity Day? Okay. Yes, I hope everyone is taking little efforts, to put in your answers properly. Okay. No answers yet for question number 6. What happened? Question number 6, no one. Okay. 6th, I Pankaj, June 5th is World Environment Day. It's very famous, I mean to say. Yes, I'll do that. Don't worry. I'll make a video on days also. Don't worry. We have 30 days. Completely 30 days will be utilized for your, for you all. Don't worry. Okay. Yes. Now, see. Right answer is right answer is May 22nd. Many of them have answered correctly. Now here there may be a short question, I mean to say they have given is that on which of the day is Biological Diversity Day celebrated. Okay, now here they may come up with an aim. So basically aim is very simple, that is to create to increase the awareness and understanding of biodiversity issues. So why do we celebrate this particular day? It is just to ensure that all the issues related to the biological diversity day should be should be understood, and people should be made aware of. So that's the reason this particular day is celebrated with this particular aim. So just remember that they may come up with something that is a statement question. There they will give you the day correctly and they will state the aim. So aim is just to address the issues, and for that it is important to make the people understand and create awareness. Okay, now fine. Okay, now we have this also. So I have just little bit of information I have written. So the International Day for Biological Diversity is a United Nations sanctioned international day for promotion. See, I said no, the aim is for promoting biodiversity issues. Okay, now the day for biological diversity falls within the scope of United Nations 2015 Development Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals. So it was the scope of United Nations post 2015 development for sustainable development goal. The year 2021 theme, 2022 is not yet out, that is we are a part of the solution. I will give you on 22nd May we will see what is the theme for this coming year also. The slogan was chosen. Now see, this little bit doubt, you don't have to read this because we will get the updated theme and the day. So this you can just this 2 points you can ignore. International Day for Biological Diversity is observed on 22nd May every year to increase the awareness and understanding of the issues of biodiversity. Brazil is considered the most biodiverse country on the planet, where 1/10 of its world overall species call home. So this just be careful. Okay, for 2022 I will give you the theme also very well. Okay, once it is updated I'll give you that. I hope Brazil also you remember, it's one of the most biodiverse country on the planet. Fine. Okay. Coming to the next is greenhouse gases observing satellite. Okay, greenhouse gases observing satellite, or is also called as GOSAT, also known as Ibuki. See, this is in question also, they can form the question out of this also. Was launched by whom? So either it is called as green gases observing satellite, or it is called as GOSAT, or it is also known as Ibuki. Was launched by which country? Whether it was USA, whether it was Japan, or whether it was South Korea, or whether it was China. So which of the following has launched this concept? What it is, we will see that also, but in case if you are aware of it, we will have a look or we will go ahead. Pankaj, I hope you have taken down that days also very well. Okay. Yes, waiting for the answers, everyone. Before, yes, till the time students answer the question, in some of the classes, no, there will be no PPTs because I have some ebooks with practice question, but the only problem is that I have to directly share that ebook, because it is not, I cannot capture the screen, because otherwise it will look very blur. So I'll just try the session once, because there are a lot of ebooks I am having, so we can practice it very well. But let me see how the screen looks. So I'll just take one practice. Most probably I'll see tomorrow and I will get into touch. Pankaj, I have updated everything on the your set, Maharashtra set group. All the links of theory lectures are updated. You didn't get? The right answer is yes, Japan. Now let's see the concept, this particular concept. Let's understand this. So the greenhouse gases observing satellite, it's called as Ibuki also, or GOSAT also, is the world's first spacecraft to measure the concentrations of carbon dioxide and methane. Now please make a note which gases, that is carbon dioxide, methane, the two major greenhouse gases from the space. So basically it talks about what? It talks about the contribution or concentration, of two gases. Which are they? That is carbon dioxide and methane. So this can also be a part of question. Which two gases? Okay. The spacecraft was launched successfully on Jan 23, 2009. Again, this is a second thing which you have to be careful with this topic. Okay. and has been operating properly since then. The Greenhouse Gases Observing Satellite, which is also called as GOSAT or also known as IBUKI, that is meaning breath. The meaning of word IBUKI is breath, is an Earth observation satellite and the world's first satellite dedicated to greenhouse gas monitoring. Now see, you can't expect this question to come. Only thing is you need to remember which country has launched that is Japan. But what is the concept? The concept is called as that is the world first spacecraft which talks about the measurement of greenhouse gases, and which are those two gases. One is carbon dioxide, one is methane. When was its launch? It was successfully launched on 23rd of Jan 2009. That is second scope of getting the question. And what exactly it is for? It is in order to monitor the greenhouse gases. And what does this word IBUKI means? It means breath. Okay, so this is how. Now with respect to that question, this much information you should be keeping with yourself, wherein you can expect anything from this particular topic. Fine. Yes. Now going to the logo of WWF, I have taken this earlier also. Either it is called as, it is basically what the logo of WWF talks about, what? Giant panda, lion, tiger, or none of the above. This we have done this question concept also in theory classes also in last week also. So it's what exactly it indicates. Does anyone knows? I have purposely not written the full form. Can you give me the full form also? What exactly it is about? Or what is the objective of this? We have done this. You need to know. That's the reason I'm telling you need to make some strategy to make your notes. Now see, this is I can't take a lecture on that because it is every individual concept, and how you keep in mind or what type of strategies you implement, that is very, very important. Bhumesh, very good evening. Okay, 8A, fine. So can you tell me the full form of, okay, World Wild Fund, okay, and what is the objective? Two questions I asked is, what was the full form, sorry, and what is the objective? Okay, fine. So let's understand. There are answers came right, but you people are only focusing on the part of the question and answer which is asked. Beyond that, no one is going, so that you have to be careful. It is World Wide Fund, okay. Yes, but objective also, say what exactly it is for. Let's see. Now, yes, let's understand. It is World Wildlife Fund, okay. World Wildlife Fund, okay. Now let's understand a little bit about it. So the giant panda is a featured animal on the logo World Wildlife Fund as a symbol of all endangered species that will be able to thrive if permitted the range and natural environment of the origin. So basically, if you go for this World Wildlife, objective of this, it was to express or to ensure the conservation of country's wildlife and natural habitat, okay. With this respect, this concept was formed. So the first, they got an idea from the London Zoo. Now this may not be a part, but still at least idea was being originated from what? From London Zoo. And another reason, okay, it is minimizing, that is the reason of printing it in black and white. It was minimizing the printing cost, but this may not be a part of question. Only yes, color you keep in mind, just because of printing cost, okay. So the World Wildlife Fund or Wide Fund for Nature is an international non-governmental organization which was founded in 1961, which works for the field of wilderness preservation and reduction of human impact on environment. With that respect, you have one subtopic of your syllabus is human impact. With that respect, this question can be formed. It was formally named as the World Wildlife Fund, which remains its official name in Canada and United States. So that's how it is operating, basically to ensure that the species are conserved along with the nature and the human impact is less, okay. Yes. Now coming the next question, which of the following organizations have categorized, So they are given the name of the organizations as option A, B, C and D. So which of the following organizations has categorized wild flora and fauna in 8 categories known as red list, such as extinct, critically endangered and endangered? So which of the organization has done this categories? Okay, so whether it is International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, UNESCO, Conference on Biodiversity or Kyoto Protocol. So you know that one will be definitely an odd man out. About rest 3 you have to answer. I'll read the question once again for you if it was a bit faster. So basically it is talking about the organization which has categorized the flora and fauna. Okay. Fine. See now, I mean to say, after the reason, from 5th of May, the crash course which you are starting, in that crash course, I definitely want you to make a mark of your question answering timing. How much time you take, like, I'll tell you what exactly. We'll be doing 15 questions in class. 5 questions will come as evaluation test. So 20 questions. So for 20 questions, how much time you take, what exactly is your reading speed, how correctly you answer the question. So please keep a marking of all these things. It will really help you out. And as I said, we are going to do reading comprehension. So how much time do you take to solve the comprehension? All this should be noted very minutely, which will help you to work on your strategies. Okay, yes. So for yes, the 9th question, the answer is International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. So when we talk about this, actually it is 9 groups. They have been classified and the criterias, 9 groups are made. So those the criterias, the rate of the declining, the population size, the area of geographic distribution, degree of population, and distribution fragmentation. These are all the criteria taken. Based on that, it is divided into categories as not evaluated, data deficient, least concern, near threatened, vulnerable, endangered, critically endangered or extinct in the world, and extinct. So there are less possibility of the categories. At least keep the numbers in mind. Okay, these are the 2 points where the question can be formed. So I'll just Bhumesh, I don't think so. My voice is a problem because no one has complained. Just check at your end. Everything from my end is as regular as we use it, but no one has complained it. I don't know what is the issue with your end. Okay, so the International Union for Conservation of Nature is an international organization working in the field of nature conservation and sustainable use. Now see, with sustainability, this topic can be a part of your question. So it is involved in data gathering and analysis, research, field projects, advocacy and education, which was founded in the year 5th of October 1984. India became the member in 1969 through the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Okay, so you have to remember that India is a part of this with Ministry of what? Okay, that is with the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And India has India country office was established in 2007. It became a part in 1969 and we have an office for the same that is located in New Delhi, that is in the year 2007. So with respect to India, you keep things in mind that what exactly is the intention. The intention is the nature conservation with respect to sustainability. Okay, when India became member in the year 1969 and when it started with officially office in India, it was in the year 2007, located at New Delhi. Is it clear? I hope for everyone except Bhumesh the voice is fine. In case if anyone, because no one pointed out, so I didn't at the starting I have just clarified everything is fine, so no one said nothing on that. Okay, fine. Now one of the easiest question which we have done just to make your mind bit relaxed and just to motivate you with this unit, this we have done very well. So you can quickly answer me, in which year India announced a national action plan on climate change? That when was national action plan on climate change formed? Was it year 2008, 2005, 2003, 1998? So which is the year when this particular plan was, when this particular plan was formed? Yes, waiting for the answers, everyone. Yes, no answers yet. Yes, okay, fine, very good. Yes. I'm just getting the messages bit late, so okay, got everyone's answer. Yes, so it was in the year 2008, that is 30th June 2008. So keep in mind very well, because in the it was normally 2008 we write. So when exactly it was on 30th June 2008. Okay, so this but I told you very well, with respect to National Action Plan on Climate Change. Here also they are talking about, very specific targets with all the plans. So how many missions are under there? There are how many missions under National Plan on Action? National Action Plan on Climate Change. Quickly, I should get, this is not a part of the question, but it's a revision side by side. The total how many missions are there? You will not get question on number of missions also, but still, as in revision, anyone, quickly you can answer totally how many missions are there. Very good. Yes, very good. There are 8 missions. Okay. I don't know why you people are getting problem. Everything from my end is fine. Pankaj, same mic I'm using, same system I'm using. Okay, maybe little bit some error, but I hope majority of them are not facing any issues with my voice. So yes, there are completely 8 missions. The mission, it was formed on 30th of June 2008, but these are the not too easy options nowadays. You get the question. You have questions on the missions interior, I mean to say the deep knowledge on the missions, for which again I have made one video, but I'll be making again new video. So don't worry, if you have any concerns, you can watch the video and make the note of it. Okay, now question number 11. Now just now we have done this, but just to show that how the flavor of the questions can be, we have done this in the two questions. I hope you remember it very well. IUCN stands for what? So it is an acronym which stands for what? It stands for International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Oh no, I'm not removing mic from the face. It is fixed. Nothing has been changed. Okay. Maybe something can be a problem, but let's see. I hope it is not creating trouble for everyone. Okay, so whether it is Indian Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, Integrated Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, or none of the above. So IUCN basically stands for what? Okay, I've started getting answers. Now I hope at the end of the day, I hope now the voice is fine. That is the major concern, whether it is it is audible now properly. Yes, Deepa, I know, and I will tell you more of the, see, let me complete this set of questions. At the end, now I will speak about this unit. Okay, yes, very well. That is International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. Prior to this, in both the questions we did what it stands for. Okay, then UNESCO. Now here little bit of full forms, only acronyms I have brought. So it stands for what? United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. They will definitely they will confuse you in lot of ways. So just in a hurry or in excitement, do not just read something and mark something else. So be careful. Such type of questions again you have to practice well. So United Nations Engineering, Scientific, Cultural Organization, United Nations Educational, Social and Cultural Organization. Sorry, I'm just reading bit faster because you can have a glance of it properly. United Nations Educational, Scientific, Control Organization. Yes. Okay, thank you for confirming it. So UNESCO, it's very easy. See, the intention to bring this question was sometimes due to exam pressure, you overlook the things. We do not have a marking option over here, but you read the question right, the answer is also right, but maybe in that anxiety, pressure, or that thing, stress, you mark something different. So be careful for that also. Yes, very good. But there are some wrong answers yet from some students. Some right answers are there. Some students are having wrong answers with this. So yes, the right answer is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Be careful. I mean to say, only small words were changed. Okay, so be ensure that you are reading everything properly and you're talking about it. Yes, it was established in the year 1945, that is 16th November 1945. Okay, so if you want, you can keep the date also in mind wherever you have written about the dates. So it is 16th November 1945. Just that also keep in mind. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you Bhumesh for that update also. Yes, now let's have a look at this also. Let's understand about it a bit. So the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization is a specialized agency of the United Nations aimed at promoting, now this is a very important, which aims at promoting world peace and security through international cooperation in education, science and culture. So be careful, there was once question on this also. Okay, that is in education, science and culture. So they will again twist. Yes, in set examination also there was a question on this. Yes, its mission is to contribute the building of a culture of peace, eradication of poverty, very important question for statement assertion types of question, to build culture of peace, eradication of poverty, sustainable development and intercultural dialogue through education, science, culture, communication and information. India became member since its inception, that is 1946. The logo is the temple, the emblem, the temple including the UNESCO acronym. The complete name, that is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, in one or several languages. A dotted line in logarithm is the progression, which indicates progression. It has 6 official languages and these official languages are given below. Okay, so questions basically are in different form in UNESCO, but yes, 2-3 times there were silly questions on the full form. One was on the aim and one was about the areas, I mean to say in which areas does it work. So you need to be careful about that also. Fine. Yes, now MAP stands for what? MAB. So it is we have done this also. Does it stands for man and biome? Does it stands for man and biodiversity? Does it stands for man and biosphere, or does it stands for man and bioscience? So it's exactly what does MAP stands for. Okay. On this topic, we even did micro habitat, micro climate, if you remember, similar type of concept but in a different way of question it was. Yes, there are some I mean to say some type of confusions are still there with the questions which we have done 2-3 times, so you need to be careful. MAP stands for basically man and biosphere. Okay, man and biosphere, it's not man and biodiversity, it's man and biosphere. So let's have what is this. Now see, this is the program which is launched by UNESCO only. So this is you need to be very careful. So MAP was basically launched in the year 1970, that is UNESCO's Man and Biosphere program is an intergovernmental scientific program that aims to establish relationship between people and environment. Okay, so MBA program is linked with Biosphere Reserve. So there are 18 Biospheres reserves in India. MAP combines natural and social sciences, economics and education to improve human. So you may not definitely get this as in part, but it is basically it promotes what? Economic development that are socially and culturally appropriate and environmentally sustainability. So this topic can come with reference to relationship between, to establish the relationship between people, that is human and environment, for environmental sustainability. So it is basically nothing but man and biosphere, remember, which was launched in the year 1971 by UNESCO. Okay. be careful for this silly things. I was expecting to get right answers here, but still there are some confusion, so students have to be you be very careful for all this. I'll take last 5 minutes today to help you to understand what exactly you need to do for everyone, not only for this specific unit, to make your examination crack easier. What exactly we need to do, I'll tell you. Okay, so these are the 18 biosphere reserves in India. Now here there are no questions on biosphere reserves, but I just had listed it down. If you want, you can just take a screenshot of this, but there is no as such question on this. In practice question also there are no questions on this majority in any of the book, so we will not be focusing on that because there is lot to learn. So we not waste timing on something things on something which is not be a part of the questions. Okay, now yes, now this we have done very well. We have done all the protocols, convention, but there is some demand for certain points which I'll come with the lecture wise. But yes, so ozone depletion, CO2 reduction, sustainable development, hazardous waste. So try to match the following. Let's see, we have done ozone depletion, we have done sustainable development, we have done CO2 reduction, so you should be able to answer it. We have even done hazardous waste. So let's see whether you are able to match the pair properly or not. Waiting for the answers, everyone. Just giving time so that everyone can get, because this is one of the easiest question, and based on my lectures and whatever we did you should be able to come up with the right answer definitely over here. No answers yet. Okay, 14th. Okay, fine. Yes, very good. So yes, the 14th question. So we know ozone depletion, it is under Montreal Protocol. We know CO2 reduction, that is under Kyoto Protocol. Sustainable development, we have done it under Rio Summit. So hazardous waste, Basel. So you have three points you have done very well. So you should match. I have told you very well. You have to ensure that see A4 here, D1. So you can't leave this question. So you have to just check every option of A and B, and that okay, C and D is eliminated. It should be eliminated, but A and B should be thoroughly checked. There are some students who have went wrong. Shreya, be careful. I'll just clear the ink from the screen. We know ozone depletion comes under what, CO2 reduction comes under what, sustainable development we also did. But still, 3 answers are in your pocket, but still you have to match all the pair very well and come with the right answer properly. Okay. Yes, now environmental impact assessment is an objective analysis of the possible changes in what? There is a concept called as environmental impact assessment. Is an objective analysis of possible changes in what? Either it is a physical characteristics of the environment, either it is biophysical characteristics of the environment, socio-economic characteristics of the environment, or all the above. Yes. Elimination technique works well. I have to make again practice of that elimination technique now to save your time, to ensure that you use your time properly in some units which are more required. No, it's okay, Shreya, no need to worry. Just be careful bit, okay? Okay, 15th I have got one student have already answered. Okay, coming. Okay, yes. Very good. Okay. So yes, so environmental impact is basically impact assessment. It talks about the physical, not only the physical characteristics, the biophysical, but also the socio-economic characteristics of environment. Okay. Now yes, now first thing, now see, all the students who have joined bit late, now today, I mean to say now majority of the students are there. So let me tell you one thing. See, just for, I will not take more than 5 minutes of yours, because maybe daily now we will not get, we have to be focused on our preparation. So I'm just giving you some strategy to work out well. Just a minute, let me come up with this. Okay, now the first thing is that you see, your form registration, if you know, okay, fine. So you know very well that your registration has already started. There is a limited time for registration, but this is a fact that the dates are not yet announced. Okay, so on an average, after the registration or after the form filling, 2 months times candidates get to prepare. Okay, let's assume that you people are getting 2 months time. So if we see, okay, let's start from the month of May and June. This is the time which you have. Now see, no one knows the date. What is the date coming up? Either it will be the June end or it will be July first week. Okay, but we can't, we can't just assume no, it is not May now, it is June and July, and then exam will be in September, October. Don't have any such notions and don't waste your time in that. Okay, I hope I just want 5 minutes of everyone. So I'll come to just, I'm telling you in short what exactly you need to do and what should be your do's and what should be your don'ts for this 2 months. Okay, first thing is that prepare a small plan for yourself. I'm not telling you to sit for 24/7. I'm not definitely telling that. In morning certain time, in evening certain time. Why I'm telling morning, evening? Do not sit at a stretch. That will also reduce your productivity of mind. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, no, keep one source, one point of source. Like for example, whatever you're following, suppose you're following someone's video, maybe you are not following my videos, it's okay, fine, whoever's video you're following, no, or from any source you are learning, keep one point of contact. Okay, which will, because what happens, if you keep on jumping from one part to another, it will definitely lead lot of confusions, and then everyone's technique is different, so you feel that you're confused by the time your 1 month will again go. So don't do that mistake. Just have a faith and confidence in yourself and start preparing. Now when you are preparing, like for example today, suppose you tomorrow is actually Eid also and Akshay Triptii also, all the auspicious days are there. So from tomorrow, in case if you are starting to do things, okay, today night itself you plan and keep that what exactly you are going to do. Okay, what exactly you are going to do tomorrow. So today night before you go to sleep, you plan that okay, you are going to do this particular unit and you are going to do this particular things. Make your checklist so that tomorrow morning when you get up and when you have your timetable to sit for studies, after doing all your whatever priority you have, after doing your job and everything, when you sit, you are not wasting again your productive time in planning. So plan and sleep that okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this. Now there are some students who must have not done theory, so it is my sincere request that you make your timetable, okay, but at least give one reading to your theory, because which is very very important. Some topics out of theory are there, so you can't just depend on MCQs. I will definitely not advise you that method, that do MCQs and you will definitely pass. Such false promise we will definitely not give, at least I will not give. So once make a target, in 1 or 2 days you are going to complete the theory and you are going to do. Now coming to the point that syllabus is so vast, paper 1 also we have, paper 2 also we have, it's okay. Now you have, I mean to say, there is no you can't eliminate that point, nor you can keep on thinking. Now however time comes, divide your time equally in paper 1 and paper 2 and simultaneously do not think that okay, I will complete 1 month paper 1 and then I'll do paper 2. No, daily some time for your paper 2 also please take out, whichever your paper 2 is. Okay, and accordingly you have to make sure that there is a consistency. Now see, there is a consistency, very 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 important, that if you're tired, if you're not feeling well, if you are very busy with the work, you can't sit for 3 hours. Let's assume that you have taken 3 hours of study that day, at least manage 1 hour. If you have that consistency with direction, then it is very very important. And please do not by heart the questions, do not by heart the answer. Conceptuals should be clear. Read the question, it will take time, it's okay, it's not a race that this. And don't discuss about the things which are pressurizing you. If you're a friend and you are preparing for the examination, everyone has its own capacity and potential. You go with your potential, but remember every time that time is very important for you. Okay, whenever you sit, because mobile is a distraction. I will come to everyone's answer in the chat box. Give me 1 minute, last 1 minute. if you feel that mobile is a distraction, set a discipline for yourself. Okay, you will be having mobile only on this particular timing or only for this particular timing, and after that you have to close the mobile, get yourself away from the distraction and come to your books. This is thing you need to follow. And with this, don't sacrifice everything. If you are doing your bit of exercise, if you are doing something which regenerates your mind, body, physical body, do that, please do that. Okay, because you need to have some break. And if you completely give up everything and 24/7 you're doing, then that getting blank during the time of examinations and all those things comes out, which I don't want. So just be careful that you are having consistency in your preparation. So whether it is reading comprehension now on daily basis, solving one data interpretation question, reasoning questions, that is coding and all those things are done on daily basis. Okay, so now yes, daily class timings will be 9 p.m. Bhumesh, Neelam, your question 20 questions daily on app. Yes, Neelam, actually the thing is that we know this much source we have to prepare, and we know that it is going to extend. So I hope you can understand that much timing also should be there, but we will try our level best, maximum to do. Then library and information science course, Bhumesh, you need to inquire on the WhatsApp regarding notes. Okay, notes are available, so you need to regard with respect to this, you need to please text on the given WhatsApp number. For commerce, can I read and understand the concept by doing MCQ? It will help me score. No, you have to read your concepts, Manoharan, for commerce, because commerce and management papers, nowadays even the passages are coming. So you need to be clear with the concept. Okay, fine. Paper 2, how to score, ma'am? Paper 2, no, you have to do your concepts along with your MCQs. So like for example in paper 2, like for example commerce, if you are having economics is a part of commerce, HRM is a part of commerce, you have to know this concept and then you have to move to MCQs. Without concepts, it's highly impossible. Okay, so at least try which units you can do perfectly. At least try with that, and try from today itself. Give it a prime timetable for yourself and ensure that you're doing it best. Okay, so yes everyone, tomorrow we'll still have people development and environment question MCQs also. I'll take all the complete MCQ sessions, and day after tomorrow we will be having research aptitude crash course, and from 5th we will be starting our crash course, which timetable you will get on 5th. Okay, so just stay tuned to the channel, and all set for your preparations. All the best. Do not wait for tomorrow, it's not going to come. Plan small, take a small step, so that it will help you to give the confidence and help you to take ahead. Okay, thank you everyone. See you tomorrow sharp at 9 p.m. Thank you.